If you're not dedicated to learning tarot, you should probably either speed this video up or just skip it. Let's learn a tarot trick that can give you more insight. And if you like this kind of content, give me a follow. I mean, I would love to be with you on your journey and help in some kind of way. Okay, I want you to shuffle your deck. While you're shuffling your deck, I want you to think of a focus, something in your life that you may be worried about or that's going on. It can be a situationship, who you're fucking, who you're not fucking, your family, your children, yourself, whatever it is, focus on it while you're shuffling. When you get finished shuffling, cut your deck into 2 piles and lay them beside you. So you'll have a card on your left facing up and a card on your right facing up. And I'm going to do this exercise with you, but I'm not going to tell you what my focus is because that's my business, you nosy mother. Also, for the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to act like I don't know what the cards mean. Yeah? All right, let's look at the card that's on our left side. For me, it's the Hangman. What is the very first thing you're drawn to? For me, I'm drawn to the Roman numerals. The Hangman is 12. X is 10. The 2 dashes are 1, so 12. We need to break it down because he's over a 10. So we take 12, 1 plus 2, and that's 3. Threes are all about communication. The next thing I'm drawn to on the Hangman is the absence of background noise. There's nothing there. So I am at the forefront. And we'll go over communication in a minute. So let's go back to our focus. What is hindering you, or in this situation, me? All right, so if we put communication in there, either I'm running my mouth too much or I'm not communicating enough. All right, if we look at him a little bit more, we see that he's hanging there. But he also looks content, almost as if he's like put himself in this position. If he was turned the other way, he would have a different view. Since he's turned this way, he also has a different view. So he's not perched up there the way you normally would, head first. So he's put himself in this position. So now I'm drawn to the way his head's lit up, right? The first feeling or whatever that it brings about for me is either intuition or thinking, using my headspace. So let's put it all together. He has put himself in this position to get new ideas, a new perception, a new look on things. So let's go back to our focus. What is hindering me is I have a different perception of things. Let's look at his body language. He looks comfortable as shit, right? So again, focus. What is hindering me? I've got comfortable in whatever my focus is. If my focus was business, I've got comfortable in my business. If it was romantic, I've got comfortable in my romantic situation. And I need to communicate my wants, needs, desires, or either shut the fuck up in order to move forward. So it's not hindering me. All right, so let's move on to the card that is on the right, which is what can help you sort of move through what is hindering you. So take time, stare at it for a minute. What's the first thing you're drawn to? Again, for me, I'm drawn to numbers this morning. He is a 4. 4s are about stability. If my focus was business, this could be implementing a routine within my business. If this was romantic, it could be that I need to find stability in my romantic situation. All right, now let's look into the card. Very first thing I tell my students is to look what's behind them because he's at the forefront, right? For me, a lot of background noise, especially mountains, is always going to be an obstacle or something you've went through. Because it's in the past, it's behind him, it's something you've went through. So common sense denotes that if we have went through some stuff and it's behind us, we've learned something from it. Even if it's something small, we've learned a lesson in some way. So let's go back to our focus, right? So what can help me because I have my own perception of things, because I'm either communicating too much or not communicating enough, because I'm, set in my ways or whatever, is drawing on the wisdom of the past. Now, if you just look at the name of the card, the Emperor, what do we know about emperors, right? Yeah, we may not like them right now in this moment in time, but emperors think they have all their shit together. They think they have all the knowledge. They think they have all the wisdom. So the Emperor is my boss bitch card. So what can help me and what is hindering me? Boss the fuck up. If you look at him a little further, he's wearing armor and he's got this red cloak on, right? So what can help me is shielding myself from outside influences, from white noise, from the naysayers, and becoming more passionate about my focus. Now, if it was business, shielding myself from motherfuckers and becoming more passionate in my business, getting that power back, because look, he's got that staff, right? Also, if you look at him, his demeanor, he's very controlled, right? He's not, sort of being willy-nilly or whatever. He's got his shit together. So essentially getting a handle on what is hindering me. Now, if this was business, I would need to boss up and bring about more stability, because remember, that might be routine or whatever. So let's put it all together. What is hindering me, right? The fact that I have my own perception of things. In having my own perception, I could be communicating it too much, right? Looking at things the wrong way and talking about it. Now to the card on the right, what can help me? Well, I need a certain amount of stability. If it's in my business, then I may need to create a routine. Blocking out the white noise, blocking out the opinions of others, becoming more passionate in whatever my focus is. And don't get it twisted, just because you become more passionate, we're going to look back at the Hangman, doesn't mean that you have to tell the world. I also need to draw on the wisdom that I've learned from the past. Draw on my personal power and perhaps be more controlled in the situation. Don't be all sporadic and willy-nilly and all that shit. I hope that's brought you some insight. If you like the way I teach, I'm starting a class on the minors, February 12th. We meet 2 times a week over Zoom, Thursday and Saturdays. Thursday is from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday is 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. If you have any questions, contact me. The link is in my bio. Message me if you want to set up a plan or you want to barter, whatever. I know shit's tough. And if you have made it all the way to the end of this video as a reward and you've done this exercise, drop your cards in the comments and I will try to get to as many as I can and do a video response telling you what I hear, see, feel, know, what have you. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.